Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the Aquarius full moon that is happening on August 1st. There is so much to talk about this full moon. There's so much energy that is associated with it. And we're going to go ahead and dig into that. Before I do, please remember to check out my shop. The link is in the description box. And let's go ahead and dig in. Hello again. All right. Let's go ahead and start talking about this Aquarius full moon that is happening on August 1st. We're starting off the month of August with this beautiful full moon energy. Now this is happening at 2:31 p.m. Eastern time. I have the chart drawn up here for 2:30 on the 1st, which is tomorrow. I am filming this on Monday. So, all right, let's start with, like I said, it's happening at 2:31 p.m. at 9 degrees Aquarius. You might want to look in your own birth chart to see if you have any of your personal, and particularly your personal planets within the 9, 10, 8, 9, 10 degrees, more or less. Give a degree or two, because if you do, you might feel this energy a little more, especially if you have any planets within the sign of Aquarius, within around 2 to 3 degrees of that 9-degree Aquarius full moon. Aquarius is also a fixed air sign, so there is that. And we'll talk more about what and the air sign part of that, what I recommend. Also, colors that are associated with Aquarius. If you're working any kind of candle magic or using colors in any kind of ritual or whatever, the colors for Aquarius are light blue or silver. So if you're going to be working with colors, those are the colors that are associated. What else? We have just some of the basic information here, and then we'll get into what I think is going to happen and how to best use this energy. Oh, yes, that's what I wanted to mention. I suggest, especially with this full moon, I'm being called to look back at what was happening in your life back in January, when was this? I wrote this down. January 21st of this year, of 2023, when the Aquarius new moon was happening. I'm getting a sense that something that happened back in January around this Aquarius new moon is going to be coming full circle. So if you had started something back then this is when it's coming full circle. It's coming into completion. It's coming, any intentions, any magic, something like that could happen, or it could be just a situation in your life that was just getting started. Something is coming full circle. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on, and it's something that happened again around that Aquarius new moon. So if you keep a journal, it'd be interesting to look back and see what was happening in your life back then, or what you were working on manifesting back then. Okay, so let's dig in. What are the keywords for Aquarius? Aquarius is original, extremely original. They definitely dance to the beat of their own drum kind of energy. They're very progressive in the way they think, and they're extremely independent. There's no telling an Aquarius what to do. They will rebel. I have a son that's an Aquarius, so trust me. They're also very humanitarian. They like thinking about the collective, not just themselves. They are about helping out humankind in general. So there is anything that has to do with the collective, great energy, anything that is originally you, that is original to you. If you have a business, anything that, make sure that anything anything that you're doing, make sure that it is, that you're putting your own unique individual energy into it. Okay. Anything's around independence also. So there is that. I'm going to say this because I'm picking up on this, and I don't always pick up intuitively on the astrological aspects. Most of the time, this is very, this is what the planets are doing, this is how the energy is going. But for some reason, with this Aquarius full moon, I am picking up a lot intuitively, even about the astrological here. And this could be only for one or two of you out there, but you're claiming your independence in some way or shape or form. Whether that be financially, whether that be from a family member, whether that be a relationship, somehow or another, at least one or two of you out there are claiming your independence during this full moon. Okay, that's the Aquarius or keywords. Now, also, I want to look at the Leo keywords, because it is a full moon. So while the moon is sitting in Aquarius, the sun is sitting in Leo. Okay. And what are the keywords that are associated with the astrological sign of Leo? They're very creative. So creativity is definitely there. They're very passionate. They're very generous. They're very warm-hearted. They're kind, generous people. They're also very cheerful. They're happy. They, I like to think of Leos. They had a kind of inner light that shines out from them that attracts people, and they're very funny and humorous. Now, while Aquarius is very much about the collective and about the whole in general, Leo is more about the self. Okay. It's more about about you, not so much everyone else. So what I like I said, I say a lot of times, a full moon for me is finding a balance between these two energies, these two opposing signs on either side of the chart, the Aquarius collective and the Leo self, and trying to find some kind of middle ground within that. For instance, if you're working on manifesting something that is going to be good for you, that's going to be helpful for you, but also that others are going to benefit from. Just as an example, okay? So now, both of these signs are fixed signs. One's a fixed air sign, like I said about Aquarius, but Leo is a fixed fire sign. What the fixed signs have in common is that they tend to be a little stubborn. They tend to be a little set in their ways. When they dig their heels in, they're not quite the stubborn that Taurus is, where when Taurus digs in, there's nothing that's going to move them. Leo and Aquarius are not quite that stubborn, but there is this energy where they don't like change. They like staying in situations that they're familiar with, that they're comfortable with. And sometimes when there's big changes, they are a little resistant to it. Okay, so there is that energy. Now, along with the full moon on the same day, we have a couple of aspects that I think are going to be important, playing an important part into this full moon. If you haven't already, check out, I'll go ahead and, on this side, on this side, I'll go ahead and put up a link, for the video if you want to check it out. But check out the video I just released about the month of August, where I talk a little bit more about these aspects that are also happening on August 1st. The first one is Mars, which is currently sitting in the sign of Virgo, is in a trine with Jupiter, which is sitting in the sign of Taurus. This is a very favorable aspect, and it's kind of like whatever you set into motion during this time, whatever you put your you work on, whatever you put your energy into, is going to pan out in the future, in the near future. I'm not talking about way down the line. It could be anywhere between now and 6 months from now when we have the Aquarius new moon once again. So it could be anywhere from a few weeks to 6 months. But this is something that whatever you put your energy, whatever you work on, whatever you're focused on right now during this full moon in Aquarius is going to have a successful completion within the 6 months. That energy is there with that aspect. And then you also have Mercury, the planet of communication, in the sign of Virgo, in an opposition with Saturn in the sign of Pisces. While oppositions are a little more, they're not as easy to work with. The energies are not as, I don't want to say positive or negative because that is relative. They're just a little more harsh, okay? It's a harsher aspect. It doesn't flow as easy. It's a little more difficult. But and I lost my train of thought right there explaining that. But what I was getting into is that Mercury, sitting in the sign of Virgo in opposition with Saturn, is also going to be lending into this. Mercury is in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a very grounded, very also stubborn sign. They are, but their focus, the focus of Virgo is very much about details. The devil is in the details kind of energy with Virgo, okay? And Saturn sitting in the sign of Pisces, which Saturn does not like sitting in the sign of Pisces, where Saturn is all about work and duty and responsibility, like the sign of Capricorn. Pisces is the complete opposite of that energy, in that it's a dreamy, emotional, go with the flow kind of energy. With this aspect, there's this energy like Saturn is fighting this Pisces energy. It's not comfortable in it. It's at its detriment, okay, in the sign of Pisces. And Mercury and Virgo, there's some kind of news, there's some kind of communication that's going to come about, whether that be that you're doing or something you're writing out or whatever. But how can I put this into words? Because it's not coming out the way I want it to. My brain and my mouth are not syncing right now. Write down whatever, put it into writing. Whatever you're working on, whatever your intention setting, whatever you're manifesting, whatever your goals are, put those into writing. Okay? Because Saturn is going to take this dreamy energy, this dreamy Pisces energy, and it's going to try and solidify it. It's going to try to make it work. It's going to try to make it into something real and solid. And Mercury being the planet of communication, put this energy to work. Make it detailed. If you're trying to manifest something, then make it as detailed as you can. If you're setting an intention, let's say that you're setting an intention for better health, that's a Virgo, to eat more healthier. That's a very Virgo kind of energy. Let's use this as an example. Then be very detailed about that intention. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Very, very detailed. Make sure that you're writing down all the details of whatever you're intention setting, whatever you're manifesting. If it's about a goal, okay. Let's say that you have a business goal, a career goal. Write that down as detailed as you can. Make sure that you write all the little details down, because Saturn is going to work this opposition, this aspect is going to help you make those dreams into something solid, into something real. So there is that. I highly suggest setting intentions, manifesting, working your magic, setting goals, anything like that during this full moon. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you don't usually do it, I suggest you do. Now, with it being an air sign, I always like to give advice on what to do if you're writing, for instance, which I highly recommend during this. Then what I would do with this is either burn that what you've written, burn it over a candle. Make sure you're using tweezers and have a fire safe bowl. If you're doing that, then throw the ashes up into the air. When you're done with your ritual the next day, right after you're done, whenever you're doing it, doesn't matter. The timing is not as important. Just make sure you throw it up into the air. Or not make sure. This is a recommendation. You do what works for you. Or if you don't like, a lot of people I know don't like leaving candles burning, or don't like working with candles, tear this paper up into as small of pieces as you can, put it in a bowl, and then throw it out into the air. Let the air take it and bring it back to you. Okay? So that is all that we have as far as the astrological aspects. And now I'm going to go ahead and dive into the tarot portion. As usual, I will be using a oracle deck, and today I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle. And then I'm going to be using two tarot cards. I have the Light Seers Tarot for the main reading, and then I have a different deck for any additional information that we can get. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath with me and see what this full moon in Aquarius is bringing in for us, what we need to know, what we need to be aware of, what Spirit would like us to tell us about this full moon in Aquarius. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, so you might find that only pieces of this reading are for you and pieces are not. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up, the number 2. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind, the number 48. And Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery, the number 8. Underneath you have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Kind of funny when we're talking about that. During the astrological, Aquarius is very much an independence, and I am picking up that some of you, at least some of you, are going to be making some kind of move into independence of some sort. All right, we have Antelope Spirit, the number 2. Life is speeding up. 48. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind, and life is a mystery, the number 8. Bobcat Spirit. The energies that I'm picking up on these, well, I'll go ahead and shuffle the tarot. Let me go ahead and talk about what I'm already picking up on these cards. There's this feeling of busyness, of a lot of things happening at once, and Spirit wants you to keep an open mind. Time for beginner mind. Keep an open mind. Go with the flow. Don't try to fight whatever changes, whatever is happening, whatever this busyness is. Don't try not to fight it. Try to go with it. You may not understand where this is leading with this life is a mystery, the Bobcat Spirit. You may not understand or see where this is going. You might even be a little apprehensive as to where this is going, but just go with it and trust that this is going to be for your benefit. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Hold on. I have a bunch of cards that flipped over. And as a matter of fact, let's see what they are. I don't know how many cards I have here, but these were flipped over, and these are the ones I'm going to use. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil card, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and then you have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. All right, let's see. The Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Devil card. At least for some of you, the message that is coming through right now, and this again may be just for a few of you, but then again it could be for all of us, because the message that is coming through is you need to take care of yourself. You need to focus on you. You need to take, nurture, pamper. Make sure you're, if you have to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. If you're on a, if you watching what you eat, be careful what it is. If you're on a special diet, be careful what you're eating. That take care of you physically, okay? There's some of you that are holding on to something that is not good for you, that you know is not good for you, whether that be a habit, a person, a thing, whatever. There's something you're holding on to that you need to let go of. This is not good for you. This is not good for you at all. It's keeping you, it's keeping you tied back. It's holding you back, okay? You're the puppet on the string here, okay? You're this little puppet over here on the string that the devil is manipulating, okay? By not letting go of whatever it is that you need to let go of, it's holding you hostage. It's the puppet master right now, okay? So whatever that is, you need to let it go so that you can free yourself from this, whatever it is you're holding on. You need to free yourself. You need to cut those strings. Whatever that, okay. Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles. There is something new that you're either learning as you go, something, this is something that's new to you. You're on this on this path, and it's not something that you already know. It's something that you're learning, but it's a work in progress kind of learning. You've already set out, you've already started to learn this, whether that be taking a class, looking at YouTube videos, doing whatever, learning, okay, reading, something that is new, and you're learning as you go kind of energy. You're moving forward though, very determinedly. You are moving forward with this. You're making progress. And what you're moving towards is independent abundance. It's about having your cake and eating it too kind of energy, okay? The King of Pentacles, he's been through it all, but he's in a portion of his life right now where he's enjoying the fruits of his labors, okay? He's enjoying all the fruits of his hard work. He's sitting back and enjoying it. He's not working as hard as he used to anymore. Now he's just going to sit back and enjoy that. And that's what you're moving towards. Then you have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. The Four of Wands talks about celebrations, about a stable, happy home. And the Knight of Pentacles is about making slow and steady progress. The King of Swords is about wisdom, about knowledge, about wisdom and knowledge. It's about truth. It's about facts. It's kind of like the energy. I'm sorry, I got a lot coming in. When I get tongue-tied like this, is I got a lot coming in and I'm trying to make sense of it as it comes. Something about your home, something about the home that doesn't feel very stable right now, that feels like things are a little bit up in the air, but you're making slow and steady progress towards solidifying it. You're aware of it, you know that there's what it is, and you know how to fix it. Now it's just the process of putting in the work and making slow and steady progress towards whatever it is that you have set out to accomplish. You have 2 kings here. This is very solid, very stable. And then you have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords over here. Off on a new adventure. This is definitely something new. Whether this be about work, a relationship, whatever it is, something new that you're learning, something new that you're pursuing. This is something you're learning to do. Okay. It's new to you. And you're definitely making progress. You're off to a great start here with the Knight of Swords. He is off on a quest. Okay, nothing's stopping him. He is off on this quest. And at first it's going to be very slow going, like the Knight of Pentacles here, but he's going to make progress. He's not going to let anything stop him. All right, that's what we have. Let's see. Let's draw some last few cards, see if we have any other last messages or guidance for us about this new moon. I'm sorry, I keep saying new moon. It's a full moon in Aquarius. Full moon, not new moon. The Six of Wands, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups. There's success coming in, success over the past, success over, you're breaking from tradition, from past tradition to do your own thing, whatever that may mean. You're very Aquarius kind of energy. You will be successful in whatever endeavor this is. You're breaking back from the tradition. You're breaking from the way you've been doing things in the past. You're breaking away from that. You're breaking away from the way you used to do things, and you're moving forward successfully in your own unique way. And that is all that I have for you. A very happy full moon to you guys. And until next time, love and light, guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, the thumbs up, and subscribe. Bye, guys.